Hello, hello, hello. It's Christine. Time for a scrapbook process video, and we are doing another Baby Got Scraps. Let's see what we have. Okay, so this is on the deeper red colors. I have a photo here. This is my husband's uncle, papa, and bonus grandma. I guess you want to call her that. I don't know where they are. Now that I'm saying that. I think this is possibly his house. It's definitely not their house. So I'm going to guess it's his house. And I don't have a ton of scraps, which is kind of nice in some ways. I have this Meggy Blethen background. I think I've used this one before, earlier in the month. But I've got these. I'll have to think about which direction if I want to do. Maybe, do I need to pull out some shape punches or something? I have to think about this one, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't have anything to mount this with, really, except for this here. So I may flip this over. I don't know. Let's see about it. May flip it and use that. And then I can get some scrap white cardstock. But I don't know about these pieces, y'all. And I don't know yet about title or anything like that yet. So I got to think on that. But this is what I'm starting with. All right, let me do some thinking and I'll be back on in a second. Quick check-in, you guys. I got off into my black scraps instead of white. And got that. It's kind of actually almost a, let me see here. That's right here. It's almost a, like, charcoal gray dark or whatever, charcoal black. And then I had a piece of scrap paper in my neutrals. It was like wordy bits. This is our life, our story, our home, blah, blah, blah. So, oh, it was this collection here. I think that might have been Jim Hadfield. There's Jim Hadfield collection. But it was already torn and everything. So I just actually didn't even have to cut that piece. I just laid that one on top. And I think it goes perfectly with this. And I'm thinking I may, y'all, I need to find it. I just saw a layout. Let me find it and I'll get back on here so I can show you. I want to give credit. So okay, you guys, this is who I was thinking of. It's Kai's mom on YouTube, and it's Jennifer. And she made this sketch, and she did a video just the other day, actually, for Stamp It Like It's Hot. And I really enjoyed the strips that she did. She did like a Christmas one. So I think I'm going to do something similar. Now, she had mixed media here and here. So mine's going to be a little different, I think, because I don't have diagonal. But I think I can still make the strips work, I believe. So I'm going to play with that. Because I think I can come across with the little globes. I may cut those like the little globes. And then I have these so I can do something maybe with this, like long ways or something. So, and I've got these two reds here. So I think I can make this work. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me get to busy and I'll be back on. Okay, you guys, quick check-in. I have cut a bunch of strips out of those scraps that I had. And I'm going to kind of do what she did. Her sketch actually shows like lines, then the middle pictures, and then lines. But on the one she did in the video, she put the lines or the strips underneath the photo. And I kind of like that. So I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to lie, you guys. I was really struggling. What kind of embellishments? Oh, and also I'm going to ink the edge of this photo here. And probably the edge of the paper. I think the title is going to end up being... what did I see it? I saw a moment. Maybe Embrace the Moment. Although, maybe it's just going to be today, actually. Maybe it'll be Embrace the Moment today. I like that. I do still have one small scrap if I need to use it. So, I've hung on to that just in case. And I struggle with embellishments, you guys. But I think I found this in my stash. The Adorn It. It's really old. Family vignette. And I think the colors go pretty good. Like I can use Family Portrait. Because that is a family. I don't know if I'll use this floral. But that's a good floral. There's a couple of florals. I don't want to use those if they're too big, though. I'll have to play with those. There's like a little thing here. There's a few little things that I can possibly use. So... I'm kind of pleased because I was a little worried. I'm like, I don't know if I have anything, but these kind of go. So I'm going to, I'm going to scuff the edges of these strips and ink the edges of the papers and stuff. And then I'll come back on. Okay. You guys, this should have been the easiest stinking thing to do, which is just lay down strips of paper. And I don't know, I fast. That's why I had to cut. This portion of the video, I should say, was 37 minutes long because it took me like 15 to 17, something along those lines, just to glue the stinking straps together. It was kind of ridiculous. So I've kind of kept you out of that painful process of me just fasten around and putting these little strips in rows. And even here you can see I'm like gluing something together or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm kind of basically trying to finish these little stripe pieces up. I tried using wet glue, that Nuvo glue, obviously, and I love Nuvo glue, so don't get me wrong. But somehow, some way, I just couldn't make it stick right. So I ended up using double-sided tape, and then I used glue again. And so anyway, now I've got it pretty much glued down here, and you can kind of see I've gone back and forth like her sketch. And I'm looking at my photo, and I have mounted it, I think I mentioned to you, on the gray and then the words, and I decided I needed another layer. So I'm going to mount it again with the that little charcoal gray paper. And I'm going to give it a little extra on the left-hand side because I like that torn paper look on that side over there. So that is going to be that, and I'm going to just scuff the edges real lightly of that darker color there. And I'm liking this so far. So I'm going to put foam behind the photo. I decided I wanted to do that. The layers of the strips, I mean, because it was multiple strips kind of layered together and all that, it was a little bit rough. And I thought having the foam underneath the photo would keep it from, like, feeling weird. So I've got that. I'm going to shift that around back and forth. Like I said, this is one of those, for some reason with these Baby Got Scraps, I have this intention of moving quickly and getting it done and all that kind of stuff. And then I just end up deciding I got to do this, that, and the other. All right, so now I did that gluing of the strips on purpose. I gave myself extra. My daughter was texting me, you guys, so my apologies. I'm going to trim this off with my little cutter here on each side. I'm going to end up having to come back again with Nuvo glue on the edges, the very edges, so that they don't lift. But I don't think I do that on camera. Just so you know, there's little bendy parts that are, it's coming up, and I'm going to have to get a little bit of Nuvo glue after it. So here is now where I'm going to need to do my embellishments. And this actually moves much quicker. I find these two florals, initially I thought they might be too big, but I actually end up really liking them. I'm going to put one in the lower left and one in the upper right, kind of how she had her mixed media on the sketch. So that's going to go there, and then I'm going to go in the upper right with the other one. Thankfully, I had, actually, I don't know, was this two on the same sheet? I know I had two duplicate ones. No, that was on the same sheet. I have two of that other set there, so in my head I was going to have to use that, but I didn't. And then I'm going to pull out, there's word for family portraits is on there. I'll pull that out, and then I'm also going to end up pulling out, there's a little hot air balloon, and then the word love is on the little embellishments too, and I really kind of like how this looks. I think I'll pull the title out first, so I do decide to go with the just today. I didn't actually pull out the other piece I was telling you. I think it was like embrace the moment today or something. I didn't pull that out because I thought that today fit really nicely in that kind of dead space in that upper right corner, where it was just kind of the wall of the house. And I end up putting a micro foam square underneath that little tail on the Y because it is hanging off the photo just a little bit, and it's raised up. So I'm going to add a micro foam square later, but not at the moment. And let's see, I'm going to glue these florals down. I'm going to put the family portraits that's going to go up on foam. I'm going to add a few little foam squares. And then I did have a little butterfly in my stash embellishments, and it's in kind of these creamy colored neutrals or whatever. And I like that a lot. So that's going to go in the lower left corner on top of that floral. So I've got like I guess it ended up being a diagonal. I'm really pleased with how this turned out, actually. Initially, I was a little scared, and then I got to working, and it turned out really pretty. I do find there's a couple of little black foam hearts on this. I wish there had been one more, but that's okay. I end up with these two because my embellishment or my little adornment stuff over there had little red hearts. So I'm going to go over into my adornments, and I'm going to pull out, I guess I ended up pulling out 6 hearts. I should have pulled out 7, but I guess I pulled out 6. And 3 are going to go down the lower left, and then I'm going to end up with 3 in the upper right. I think I do this little hot air balloon. The hot air balloon also goes up on foam squares, by the way. And I'll glue the love down on the little white square, like the little journaling square there. And this looks really cute. So the picture, I'll just tell you, I kind of mentioned to you in the intro there, that's my husband's uncle, his papa, and his bonus wife. And Papa and Candy, that was her name, they both passed away. As far as I know, his uncle, which is the gentleman on the far left there, I don't believe he's passed away, but honestly, we haven't talked to them in a while. It's just one of those things when your patriarch passes on, sometimes, your family fractures just a little bit, not in a bad way. You just don't get together as much because, you always went to Papa's house or whatever. And so we haven't seen him in a while, but as far as I know, he's fine. But I believe it has to be his house because this is not Papa's house. And if it's not his house, I haven't a clue where they are. And the date wasn't on it either. This was in a box of really old photos that I think I inherited from Papa, if I'm honest. I think they had tons of photos, you guys. He used to, bless his little heart, Papa used to carry around a VCR recorder too. He had a camcorder, and he had so many tapes of everybody. He was constantly taking video. It was kind of cool. I don't know if they've switched that over to, I doubt anybody's put it on DVD or anything. That would be really a good thing to do, but I don't even know where those tapes are. So that's a little bit sad at this point because he certainly took dozens and dozens and dozens of them. I've glued down the little red hearts. I don't think I started to put one up on foam and changed my mind. I go, that's way too high up in there. It don't look right. So I did get into my enamel dots though, you guys. I got my little black half pearl enamel dot. I guess they're technically half pearls versus enamel dots because I'm trying to keep my rule here, right? I'm trying to get into my enamel dots or my jewels or something on every layout. And so I just got black ones, and I think this looks really cute. So I salvaged my layout. I got scared with those strips, and I was trying to glue them down, and I was fastening with them so much, I got kind of annoyed with myself, but I actually managed to salvage this layout, and I think it looks really pretty. I'm happy with this. And so another baby got scraps down in the books, and I am moving along. I think I have 3 kits left maybe. So that is all I'm going to do this layout. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you do check out the hop list below. I think there's a ton of people playing along, and I've been really fascinated with the layouts everybody's coming up with. I'm just really impressed. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you do the like and subscribe. Good stuff on the YouTubes. And again, I'm on Instagram at Scrapping Harden, and we will see you soon. Bye.